Evening YouTube, thought I'd do a quick evening video to catch up with what is happening with the chart. So currently the weekly close which I was looking at is in a very interesting area. So we're right down at this previous sort of support level at the moment. Support. As you can see, price has tried to push down and rejected. Well, you could take this top right here, and price has started to slowly pull back. Could this be a turning point to the upside? Possibly. What we look to have had is what they call a 2618. Now, I'm ignoring this wick because that was all the speculation before swell, which pushed the price up, and as you can see, we've had a bit of a correction. So the true range, in my opinion, which I'll be taking the fib levels off of, will be the last couple of weeks, just because those are the truer price ranges. So we've had the double bottom, so price has found a point here, tried to push up, came back to the same point, rejected, pushed up, pull back to the 618 Fibonacci, and what you then see is something along the lines of, this sort of happens. Your price comes up, pull back, might have price come back up, pull back, push up, something along those lines. On the daily, the one thing I have noticed, I'll just get rid of that, is again where the price is, but what we've got setting up. Now, you can see when we are in momentum, you've got a fewer candles with bigger bodies moving. We've sort of tailed off, and what's happened, even though the price did drop down the 11th there, hit off of this sort of previous sort of resistance turn support area, look at the size of the candles over the last couple of days. A lot of indecision, a lot of not really much. And if we go back, you can see, when price has not really done a lot, it is sort of moving sideways. So I still think we're in a sideways sort of market, but more importantly, where price is at the moment, we've pushed below this support level and we've come back up and we're retesting the support level. And you can see on the wicks here, price at the moment is failing to break above this general area sort of here. So all along here, price has failed to break above. So on the bigger picture, it does look like we could see upside, but we must remember that price will do whatever price wants to do. So could it go down? It certainly could. I mean, the areas I'd be watching out for personally, just to sort of see where things are going, is this sort of whole zone here, so like the 27 to 24 cents. So price could, price could just bounce down, bounce back up, maybe push down, bounce back up, and then go again. He says if you can click the bloody button. There's nothing to say it won't do that. So those are the two possible outcomes, and just because I feel that if we were really seeing some more bullish action, we wouldn't be seeing such a small... I mean, granted, this is the weekend, so this is today, that's yesterday, but even so, the signs are still bearish on that side of things. Now, I did post up the monthly chart and put a couple of tweets out about this, just to gain perspective. In the video that I watched, actually, I'll tell you what, I wonder if I go to Bitcoin, we'll just see what... Right, okay, so what they were saying in the video I've watched, and the point I was trying to make is, let's just drag this out. Let's just drag this out here. So at the moment, this is where we're at with the price of XRP. Okay, if we bring up another window here, you'll see what I'm talking about. At the moment, we can't see where price could potentially go. All we can see is the information that we've got in front of us. So as it stands, we'll just delete this, go to the monthly. As it stands, we've only got this very, very small bit of information, okay? this is all we've got for the monthly chart with XRP. Compare it to Bitcoin, so, you know, way back when, and you had a similar sort of thing happen where there was only, and bear in mind, these charts don't really go back to when the prices were all down here. This only goes back to 2013, but as it stands, this is what we've got effectively on XRP. We've only got sort of that much information, and when you're at this stage, you wouldn't have an idea or clue where the price is going to go. But, you know, this is 2014, and then, you know, fast forward 4 years, and look, you can see even for the longest time, for the whole of, what was that, 2014, 2015, you had this sort of range here. Okay, let's just change this. You can see the candles. So for 2 years, price just, well, 3 years really, price really ranged until it broke out. Okay, and then we've had obviously the price go to where it went. Now, if we take a step back on XRP, what's to say that, you know, the price can't do something like, you know, it's going to go up, it's going to go down, it's going to range for a year or two, and then you might start to see price coming back, going up, you know, and then getting to where it's going to go. That's $8, okay? That's $8. Now, you know, we're thinking even just to get to $1,000 per XRP. Some might say that's a ridiculous place. $100 is ridiculous. I need to get off of this drawing tool. But just to put in perspective, so there's the monthly. So we've got $25 here. We've then got $50,000, $60,000. Let's have a quick look, shall we? So just to really show how small and insignificant. Alright, it's teeny weeny bit there. There we go, 500. 589. Let's go to 589, shall we? So 589. We'll just draw a line in for 589 because why not? That's what everyone talks about. 546, 589. So here's the monthly chart, which is barely, you can barely see what is going on. And there's 589. So I think what most people think will happen is something like this. We're down at 42 cents and we'll have this line going like that. And there's a little trading sort of photo that's about there that goes, people think it's like this, when in fact, you know, it's what really happens is this. It's just fucking chaos and you just don't know what's going on. So I thought I'd just share that with you, but we'll see what the next days and months do. There was a tweet that was put out that I retweeted. I'll just quickly get to that as well. Some important dates that were worth watching, and I believe, there you go, so we've got the 22nd of October, Sibos Convention, 26th, the SEC ruling on the, that'll be an interesting one, 26th of October, 5th of November, back to launch, 9th of November, Swift Heroes Conference, end of November, Swift rollout GPI. So we will see what happens around here, but pretty much we'll have a lot of this over the next year, 2, 3, exactly.